Morning, welcome back to another weekly vlog. I feel a little bit like a bumblebee today, although I'm obviously not stripy, but I do have black leggings on. So yeah, I'm feeling very bright and colourful, but I do like colour. So I found this in my wardrobe. I've been trying to kind of rummage my wardrobe a bit more and wear like things I don't normally wear, because I'm terrible for just grabbing the same things that I know are comfortable and like when wearing them all the time. So I'm trying to branch out a bit because got quite a few bits in my wardrobe and I only really wear like probably quite a small amount, so I'm trying to wear other stuff, although I am kind of getting quite tempted to have a look on like ASOS or New Look or Next or something like that, just for some more like summery clothes, because the weather is lovely, it's really warm and sunny, and I don't know, I feel like I need to do some summer shopping. We have been in lockdown now for 9 weeks, so we're going into our 10th week, which is crazy. In some ways it feels like it's gone really quickly, and in other ways it feels like it's just been forever. But yeah, there we go. Things are gradually kind of being, what's the word? I want to say released, but it's not released, like eased off. So you can now go and meet one person like from a different household outside, as long as you're socially distancing. And yeah, here we go, another week of lockdown, another week of Groundhog Day. Yeah, some days I get a bit fed up, like staying in isn't that like different for me. Like I don't go out that much, and especially when I'm not feeling well, like I wouldn't be going out anyway. I think it's just a fact that that option is completely taken away, whereas usually like the option is down to me and my health depending on how I'm feeling, whereas now obviously that option isn't there. And I miss like stupid things, like I miss like going to the supermarket. And I don't go to the supermarket that often, but occasionally I'd go down to like Waitrose with my mum and she'd just push me around in the wheelchair and I'd like look around. Or we'd go to Tesco's just so that I could get a few bits. And I haven't been to a supermarket in like at least 10 weeks, probably longer, because I hadn't really been going before that either. And I feel like it's a really stupid thing to miss. You know, obviously I miss my family and, you know, friends and stuff, that's obviously at the top. But yeah, there's just other like silly little things like that I miss. And I miss going shopping. You know, I was really looking forward to, like when my leg was a bit better after my surgery, going and having a little shopping trip with my mum, you know, going to like Basingstoke or Reading or, you know, something like that, and just looking around the shops. And obviously I haven't been able to do that, so I missed that. I even, it sounds ridiculous, but I even miss my hospital appointments, which I never thought I would say, but you know, a lot of the time they're the only reason that I leave the house. And yeah, I haven't had them, well, I've had a couple, but not to the extent that I normally do. And you know, usually I would have some up in London, and as well as having the hospital appointment, we try and kind of make it a little bit nicer. So we might go out for lunch, we might go and like have a little look around somewhere or something like that, which obviously haven't done that. I do miss having like the hospital appointments for the medical side of things as well, because obviously a lot of medical stuff has been cancelled, so I can't access a lot of that stuff, a lot of treatment, a lot of management stuff. So I miss that as well. But yeah, I don't know, I suppose I just miss a bit of freedom. And I don't know, I guess I'm in a slightly different position to a lot of people, because you know, a lot of people who are healthy are used to going out every day, going to work, going shopping, going to the supermarket, doing all that kind of stuff, whereas I'm not really used to that kind of stuff anyway. Like I'm used to spending a lot of time in the house, but even then I still miss just not having the choice. And you know, if I have a good day, just not being able to think, oh, let's make the most of a good day and go out and do something. So yeah, what are you missing? Let me know, even if it's like silly little things. I'd be really interested. This week it's Rosie's birthday at the end of the week on Friday, so we're trying to plan some bits to do for her birthday just to make it nice. I think we're trying to plan a family quiz, and also to do birthday cake and candles over Zoom / FaceTime so that the little ones can get involved. So that should be quite nice. But apart from that, it's another quiet week. I am going to get on with editing a video. I'm trying to make a video for EDS Awareness Month before it is no longer EDS Awareness Month anymore. I've kind of been collecting videos and trying to get it all sorted, so hopefully I can get that done this week. Good evening. Apologies for the lack of filming today. I spent a long time trying to do some editing for my EDS video, and ended up losing track of time completely and forgetting to eat lunch, so I had a very late lunch. And then this afternoon I've been asleep, and that is about it. It's not been a particularly interesting day. I'm just playing a bit of Animal Crossing now. Yeah, that's about as exciting as my day has got. But I thought I'd just show you what I'm up to on Animal Crossing. So I haven't done a huge amount on here yet, but I've just met Sahara, who is a camel, I assume. She's carrying various rugs and wallpapers and stuff. Decided not to buy anything from her yet because they're 3,000 bells each. They're quite expensive. So yeah, I've been trying to take a picture with her and she will not stand still, so I've given up with that. What else can I show you? Oh, my two people that live on my island have much nicer houses than me. I don't quite know how they'd manage that. But yeah, we've got this one. Unfortunately it's raining and it's dark. And this one. And then my house is not quite so exciting. My house is up here at the moment. Yeah, my house is kind of like a little wooden hut at the moment with a pink roof, but you know, we will improve things. I've got a tulip in my hair, as you do. I didn't realise that if you picked the tulips, that you couldn't kind of replant. I don't know what will happen to these tulips, so we'll see what happens to them. But I now have a tulip in my hair. What else can I tell you? I can get across the water now because I've got a vaulting pole. I've nearly given the owl, what's his name, enough for the museum, so I just need to get a couple more bits for that, which I might try and do tonight. I think that's about as far as I get. I've got, I met a ghost called Wisp, not yesterday but the day before, so I had to help him with his ghosty things. There's a message there, I need to get that in a minute. And yeah, that is about as far as I've got so far on Animal Crossing. Good morning, happy Tuesday. I feel quite self-conscious today, but I'm just going for it. It's ridiculous not to wear clothes because you don't like body. I've spent too much of my life hiding my body away and being ashamed of my body and being worried about what other people think, and yeah, those thoughts aren't going to necessarily go away, but I'm getting to the point where does it really matter what other people think? I'm always going to struggle, I think, with body image, but you know, I've got clothes that I really want to wear, and I just don't want my thoughts about my body to stop. So I'm wearing this today. I've had it for ages and I've never worn it. It still had the label in it. It's from Primark, and it's just like a really cheap little floaty top, which is very nice, and it's great because it's hot and it feels nice and airy and stuff. But I'm really self-conscious of like my arms and stuff. But yeah, like I said, I'm trying to not be a new person, that sounds really cheesy, but I'm just trying to push my boundaries a bit, wear clothes that I don't normally wear because I kind of have them in my wardrobe, but I'm too anxious to wear them, which is just ridiculous. You know, you've bought some clothes and then you never want to wear them. So I'm pushing the boundaries a bit, and I kind of feel like this is kind of like a safe time to do it because I'm not seeing anybody really going out. So yeah, and I like the colour and I like the top, so you know, there we go. That's my little hang up of the morning. Yeah, as I said, it is hot today, very warm. I feel like I should go and like sit in the garden and have a nice cold drink or a cocktail. Not that I drink cocktails very often, but yeah, or an ice lolly. I think I will have an ice lolly later because I was going to have one yesterday and then never got around to it. So I think I may have one today because it's definitely the weather for it, and sitting in the garden with an ice lolly just sounds very good at the moment. I'm not getting on very well this morning at all. Just, I don't know, I'm just keep getting distracted by things that I shouldn't be getting distracted by, mainly social media. I just don't seem to have any willpower at the moment. And yeah, I find myself scrolling through Facebook or Instagram and then realise that half an hour's gone by and I've done absolutely nothing, which isn't great. But anyway, I'm down here now and I'm going to get on with editing this EDS video. I'm determined to get this finished if it kills me. I'm having a couple of problems with some of the videos that I have been sent, trying to download them and get them onto my computer, so I need to get those things sorted because I can't edit it without the videos. So that is my plan for this morning, and yeah, I'm determined I'm going to get this blooming video done because I want it up before EDS Awareness Month finishes. But apart from that, I've got a quiet day again, another day in lockdown. So yeah, this is kind of my main task for today, and then anything else will be a bonus. My sister's birthday present arrived. It actually got here yesterday, but I didn't get around to showing you yesterday, so I thought I'd just show you what I got her. She had on her list that she wanted some pink gin. I don't think she's actually had it before, so I decided to get her this. These were both from Amazon, so that she can kind of try some different ones and then find out kind of what she likes. So we've got a wild berry one, plum and vanilla, raspberry gin, and then just a standard Gordon's gin. It's a bit bent, but hopefully the things inside are okay. And then I also got her this because I couldn't resist. So it is a unicorn gin, and I don't know who it's made by, but this is a bottle anyway. I'll link it down below with both of them. I'll link them below. And basically you have to kind of shake it up a little bit because I don't know if you can see, but it's like this sort of like iridescent type, yeah, thing. I can't think what to call it, but it's sort of all like glittery and iridescent. So obviously, like when you mix it with tonic or lemonade or whatever you're putting your gin with, it should like glitter. So I thought she might quite like that, and it's got a unicorn on it. That is marshmallow flavour. I think they do other different ones as well. I think I saw they did like a Parma Violet one, and they do different ones as well. I did look at getting, there's one called Unicorn Tears, which is very similar, but it was a lot more expensive, and I wanted to try and get two things for her. So I found this, and it had really good reviews as well. So yeah, if she lets me try some, I will let you know what it's like. Good evening. I'm not doing very good at this vlogging this week. I seem to only vlog like morning and evening. This morning I spent quite a lot of time editing my EDS Awareness Month vlog. It's taking a lot more time than I thought it would. It's just because I've got so many different bits of footage from different people, and it's trying to organise it and put it together and edit it and make sure that it's kind of, it flows okay and everything. But hopefully it'll be worth it in the end. And then I had some lunch and played a bit of Animal Crossing. Had a nap, and yeah, here we are now. So yeah, that's kind of been my day. It's kind of difficult to find things to vlog because just not much Oh, excuse me. Not much is happening. Oh, I'm really tired. But yeah, that's been about it really. I've got Spring Watch on at the moment. I feel like I'm just aging very quickly during this lockdown because like I'm watching Spring Watch. I was watching the like Chelsea Flower Show thing that they'd put on this year. There was something else that I was watching as well. I seem to be enjoying like programs that like my mum and dad and my grandparents used to watch, and I'm like, yeah, I'm getting older. But I love like things like Spring Watch because I love watching all the animals and stuff. And I mean, I like watching the birds in our garden, but there's only like a select few types that we get, so it's quite nice to be watching what other animals are out there that we don't get to see. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, I haven't really got any other plans for this evening. I'm just gonna watch the TV, have my full to sip, and try not to fall asleep before I've got to go to bed. I did just want to show you though, we didn't get any post today, but we did get a few deliveries. And one of them was my next set of Minnie Mouse pins, so I thought I'd just show you those because they've arrived and they're very pretty. Right, they're not the easiest thing to film when they've got the film on, but I can't be bothered to take it off again. I have taken pictures of them, so I may just insert one here that's a bit better. But this month was the Tiki Room, I think. So we've got a parrot, we've got Minnie in her nice like jungle costume, and then we've got the ears with the sort of pattern as well. I think it's the Tiki Room. Let me just see if it says on the back. Usually it says somewhere. Polynesian inspired paradise. Yeah, Enchanted Tiki Room. Not a ride I've ever been on because I haven't been to America, unfortunately. But it looks very nice. I'm kind of wishing that I bought the mug now because my friend got it and it looks really nice. So, I don't know, it is still around at the moment, so maybe I will get it at some point. I don't know. There's too many other things that are coming out, like the Castle Collection's coming out again. So I'm just trying to limit myself. But yeah, these are set 5 of 12. And I think they're probably one of my favourite sets so far, actually. I think they're just really nice and colourful and pretty. Good morning. Please excuse me looking an absolute mess. It's hot and I need to wash my hair. So I'm going to do that tonight and hopefully I'll feel a little bit better. But at the moment, I don't feel very good. It is Wednesday today and another fairly average day in lockdown. I'm just getting on with doing some more editing of this EDS vlog because I just need to get it done. I'm kind of debating whether to split it into 2 videos. I'm going to kind of edit the whole thing and see how long it is, and then I might split it into 2. But yeah, I need to kind of see how it works out and also work out where I can split it. I've got a call with my friend Lydia shortly, which we tend to do every Wednesday now, so that should be quite nice. But yeah, apart from that, I'm going to wash my hair this evening, and that is about as exciting as today is getting, I'm afraid. I'm determined I'm going to have an ice lolly today because I forgot to do it yesterday, and yeah, I want to go and sit in the garden with an ice lolly for 10 minutes or something. So that's on my list again for today. When I think about the way we used to be, when I think about the things you took from me, I know that I am so much better. When I look at what I've done, now that we're apart, when I look at what I've won, I've come so far. I know I'm so much better off, and baby, you don't belong. I could feel it in my bones. There was something. I did fairly well with my editing this morning. I've got my first video edited, and that's exporting. I have decided to split it in 2 because I got to like probably about halfway through what I would have needed to have edited, and it's already half an hour, so I didn't want it to be too long. So that's quite good because it means I can get that one up hopefully tomorrow. I'm really itchy, I don't know. I think it's just mast cell hay fever stuff. So yeah, I've had lunch and I've now crashed out on the sofa. My dad has got us an Alexa, I don't want to say it because she'll go off, Dot to go down here. He's got one upstairs already, and we thought it would be quite good to have one down here. So I'm quite looking forward to Noah coming back at some point, sometime, and teaching him how to talk to her, because hopefully he can like learn how to ask her to play like songs and to play games and things like that. And obviously Maisie, when she gets older as well, we can teach her. I was just thinking, like, I was thinking aloud to my mum and dad earlier, because basically we've got Alexa here and we've got her up on the first floor, but we've got a loft conversion as well, which is where my bedroom is. And I kind of thought, well, actually, if we have one up there as well, then I probably wouldn't need to wear this anymore, because although I've got this, which is a falls alarm, so that goes off like if I fall, or I can press it if I've got a problem and that will go straight through to a call centre. I still wear this one as well, because sometimes, like if my mum and dad are in the house, I don't want to press like my call centre one. Like if I just need help, I don't know, like I can't put the flap down on my stair lift and things like that, which obviously I wouldn't press my like emergency alarm for. But it means I can press this and the alarm goes off downstairs, so I can kind of get their attention to come and help me. But I kind of thought, if I put a Dot up in my room, probably, then we've got one on the next floor down. Oh, itchy nose. We've got one on the next floor down in my parents' room, and then we've got the one in the lounge, and you can make an announcement over it. So I could, like, if I was upstairs and I needed help, I could just speak to the box and make an announcement, and people would hear it like on both floors. So that would be quite good, because I'm fed up of wearing this. It drives me mad. I mean, it serves its purpose, but it just gets in the way, and I don't like having it around my neck and all that kind of stuff. So I think I'm going to keep an eye on Amazon, because basically my dad's been keeping an eye, because the price of the Dot goes up and down really, well, quite a lot, and it goes up and down quite often. So I think he paid like $29.99, and when we checked today, it's already gone back up to like $49.99. So I think I'm going to keep an eye, and then when the price goes down again, I might get one for upstairs and then use it as a kind of alarm thing as well, if I kind of need help, which would be much nicer than having to wear it around my neck. So yeah, we've got Alexa, what time is it?
It's 4:52 p.m.
There we go. The only thing is that I'm pretty sure she's always listening. Like, I asked her when she, like, is she listening to me, and she says that she's only listening when you press the mic button or something, but I'm pretty sure when I've seen things before, like, they say that they're always listening and they pick up what you're saying, although I think you can change privacy settings. But anyway, it would be really useful, so I'm going to keep an eye out for that, and also, yeah, teach Noah how to use it when he comes, as long as he doesn't start ordering stuff, because I know that can happen. Anyway, so yeah, that's the excitement in the house today. I feel like I've got quite red cheeks again. I really need to... Actually, that one's not so bad, it's just this one. I need to speak to the doctor about it. Anyway, I am going to have a bit of a rest now. My mum's gone out to go and do some food shopping, and also to pick up my prescriptions, so that's very good of her. I would be absolutely stuck without her. So yeah, I'm probably going to put the TV on and then have a bit of a nap while she's out, and then I think when she comes back she's going to help me have a shower, which I am so looking forward to, because I think with it being hot as well, I just feel, I mean, you constantly want a shower anyway when it's hot, and I'm just looking forward to like washing my hair and just feeling a bit nicer, so that should be good. But yeah, I need to have a rest now because otherwise I'm not going to have the energy to do the shower. Good morning, it is Thursday, another warm sunny day. I feel like I've had a really busy morning and I don't know, I haven't done that much. So basically got up, had breakfast, all that kind of stuff. I got a phone call from UCLH hospital to say that I'm meant to have an appointment with my leg surgeon next Friday, and they rang to say that it's going to be by phone again, which actually I feel a bit relieved about, to be honest, because the thought of trying to get public transport up to London at the moment just kind of filled me with dread. So hopefully he'll be able to see my x-rays. She said she was going to try and download them, so fingers crossed, and then I can talk them through with him and work out what we're going to do next. So that's good, that's kind of sorted. At least I know what's happening now, because I've been getting a bit anxious because I didn't know what was going on. So yeah, they phoned, and then I had to put up a few Facebook posts. So I think I've spoken about it on here before, but I came up with the idea of doing like a kind of time capsule type thing. It's not a proper time capsule in that sense, because it's not going to be something that's kind of buried or locked away and then opened like 50 years later or something. It's going to be like an open capsule, but basically like one for the community that kind of is going to have lots of stuff in it to show what life was like during lockdown. So I had that idea, and then decided to go to the council with it, because I thought it would be best to kind of do it with their support, because it would just make like things a lot easier, and they were fine with that. And so we worked out like posts to put out on social media, and they put it out on their social media today, and I did it on like some local community groups and things like that, basically just telling everyone what it's about, the kind of content that we're looking for. And yeah, so I'm intrigued to see what we get. Hopefully lots of people will take part and send things, because that will make it good. Yeah, I'm quite looking forward to like putting it all together. I just hope that we get a decent amount of stuff. I think that's about it so far this morning. I don't know, it just seems to have felt busier than it has been. I've got a phone call shortly with a lady from Adult Services, who I've been like in contact with before, to go through my direct payments paperwork for carers or PAs. Because we've decided, I can't remember whether I've said this in a vlog before, but I've decided to, rather than for the council to like organise it all, that basically you can do it so that you get the payment and then you employ somebody. So that's how we've decided to do it, but there's a load of paperwork that needs going through, and usually like they would come out to your house and go through it with you, but they can't do that at the moment. So she's going to give me a ring shortly, and we're going to go through all of that. Yeah, and then I want to try and get my video up that I finished editing, and then start editing a weekly vlog. And yeah, I think that's everything today. I feel a bit frazzled, and I don't know why. But yeah, hopefully once this phone call is done, that's kind of sorted, and then I can get on with editing, which I find a little bit more relaxing.
Days without water along the sun-soaked road. We crossed over borders to get where we are, and it's all for you.
Good evening. I've not been very good at vlogging again today. I feel like I just need to start again. So yeah, I had my call with the lady from Adult Services, so that's sorted now, which is good. I just need to send off the paperwork to her, and then I got my EDS video up and started editing my weekly vlog. had a bit of lunch, and then played some Animal Crossing. I now have a museum on my island, which is huge. Does not look as big. I think it's some sort of TARDIS because it looks quite small on the outside, and you go in and it's massive. So yeah, I started kind of looking around it, but I need to play a bit more, I think, later. But yeah, I also had Leaf come to my island selling different flowers and stuff. So I bought a couple of hydrangeas, I think I bought. So yes, I should get those planted. And yeah, then I had a nap. So I've just woken up and it is 10 to 8. And I think it is the last clap for carers tonight. So we've been clapping for 10 weeks now, which is crazy. It doesn't feel like, well, some days it feels like it has been that long and other days it doesn't. But I'd remember the first clap, and now we're here and it's been 10 weeks. But the lady that kind of started it all off has said that she thinks that this should be the last one, for a number of reasons. I think she thinks that it's better to kind of stop it when it's still, you know, really well supported and, you know, it goes out on a bang. And also I think she now thinks that the I'm trying to think what the word is, like the onus should be put on the government to, you know, support key workers in other ways, which I think is fair enough. So yeah, I'm going to go out and clap and make it a good one because it's probably going to be our last one, I think. And yeah, then head back in and probably play a bit more Animal Crossing, to be honest, because I'm intrigued by the museum, and there's a stamp collection thing that you can do because it's National Museum Day or something, so I'm going to do that. I feel like I live on this island more than I live in the real world now. But yeah, it's Rosie's birthday tomorrow. I need to wrap her present and write a card, and yeah, that's my day. We've been having good fun with Alexa. I can't say her name because she chats every time. Yeah, we were having good fun with her last night because, I don't know, we've had one up in my mum and dad's room, but we've never really used it. So when we got this one downstairs, last night we started asking her to tell jokes, and oh, excuse me, she tells some pretty bad jokes. Let's see what she's got. Alexa, tell me a joke.
Knock knock. Who's there? Cash. Cash who? No thank you. I'm allergic to nuts.
Alexa, tell me a bad joke.
Knock knock. Who's there? Boo. Boo hoo. Don't cry. It's only a joke.
Oh my god, I used to tell that joke at school. Alexa, tell me a joke.
Why do birds fly south for the winter? It's too far to walk.
So yeah, she's full of bad jokes, but she had us laughing last night, and yeah, I tried to do the thing where I thought if I spoke to Alexa, my dad says that somehow you can link it in with, we've got Sonos speakers in the kitchen, and somehow he thinks you can link it in to speak like down there. So I was upstairs last night and I needed help getting down. And so I asked Alexa to make an announcement, and she didn't pick that up. Yeah, basically it didn't work. He hasn't got it set up yet. So the only way we've worked out that we can do it is I can ask her to play music into the kitchen. So we've now decided that if I need help, I have to ask her to play Help by the Beatles, and then it will go down in the kitchen, and if that plays, they'll know that I need help. So yeah, that's how we're doing it at the moment. Anyway, I need to go to the loo so that we can get out and go and clap by 8 o'clock, so I'm going to head off and go and do that now.
In my office. No. And the weather has been so nice. Dad? chocolate.
He's packing. Come over here,
It's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. I did it all for you.
Good morning, happy Friday. I was up relatively early this morning. I had a council planning meeting via Zoom. So yeah, that's done. I'm going to play on Animal Crossing now, but I'm just going to ring my doctor's surgery because my asthma is just getting worse, and I had, like last night, I woke up at like 5 o'clock in the morning and I just couldn't breathe. So I'm going to ring and see if there's a possibility that I can speak to an asthma nurse or something, because it needs sorting. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to play a bit of Animal Crossing, and then I'm going to have a nap, and then we've got some birthday bits to do with my sister kind of this afternoon and this evening.
I was standing outside waiting for you. You were always taking time, baby, playing it through. I was calling out your name, with my eyes on the wall. You were running like a ghost from me. You were running from it all. You got me waiting, I'm on fire. You got me waiting, my desire. Keep on moving to the purpose now, to the ending of the ocean. Keep on moving to the purpose now, to the ending of the ocean. You've been playing my mind lately, turn it around. Once I thought you were mine, baby, we're safe and sound. You got me waiting, I'm on fire.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rosie. Happy birthday to you.
Oh,
Yay!
come on now.
Oh,
Come on. Hey!
so we've just had Rosie's kind of family birthday cake candle thing. I don't really know what to call it. We did a cake and candles, and she opened her presents and cards, and we had Richard and Noah and David and Emma on Skype, FaceTime, no, what was it, Zoom. I'll get there in the end. Yeah, Lisa was out and Maisie was asleep, but we had everyone else, which was quite nice. Just had a little chat with them, and Noah was his usual hilarious self. So we've done that, and I had planned to go up to my office and try and do a bit of editing, but I didn't manage to get a nap this morning in the end. Just things didn't work out. Maybe I played Animal Crossing for too long. And I don't really feel particularly well. I can't remember whether I said anything, but I'm really struggling with my asthma at the moment, and even just like walking from like the lounge into the kitchen or to the toilet or something, like I'm finding like that I'm just getting really breathless and finding it quite hard to breathe. And I've also been waking up in the night not being able to breathe, which is quite scary. Oh, excuse me. And so I tried to ring the surgery this morning and they said I had to do like an e-consult, so I did that, and then the asthma nurse rang me back at lunchtime and like had a chat with me, asked me some questions, all that kind of stuff, and we're changing my inhaler. So at the moment I'm on something called Duo-Resp Spiromax, which I take 2 puffs twice a day, and then I'm using my blue Ventolin inhaler quite a lot. So I'm being moved on to something called Symbicort or something like that. I can't think what it's called. On a smart regime or MART regime or something like that. So basically it's one inhaler, but it does the job of a preventer and a reliever. So I will take that twice a day, but then I can also use it like if my asthma flares up, like as a reliever, and it's meant to kind of like last longer, to give you like more relief. So my mum's going to go and pick that up shortly. Hopefully it'll be in and I can get it started with it. But she just said that if, you know, she said try it. She said if you're still struggling, then obviously get back to them and we'll kind of rethink. And then if not, she'll give me a ring in a few weeks to kind of see how I'm getting on. So yeah, I don't know whether it's my asthma that's making me just not feel very well. I feel really breathless, and my chest feels quite like tight. And I don't know whether that's just making me feel more tired and just not that well. Anyway, I'm hoping that the new inhaler is going to work, because it's not nice being able to breathe, and it makes me a bit more worried, like if my asthma's not under control and COVID's going around as well, it worries me more, like if I catch it, that I'm probably more vulnerable to kind of obviously like the effects if my asthma's already bad. So I really want to try and get it like under control and sorted. I mean, my asthma's always been a bit like all over the place. Like I will have periods where it's sort of okay, and then something will just set it off, and then yeah, we kind of spend quite a while trying to sort it out. So like over the years I've gone from like fairly like, you know, standard inhalers, and then we're just kind of gradually going up the steps, but we'll just see what happens. But yeah, I'm not feeling 100%, so well, I never feel 100%, but I'm feeling even less 100% than usual. So I'm going to have a nap and just see if that helps, because I want to feel a bit better for our quiz night tonight. Right, I have had a nap. I feel a little bit better now. Pardon?
Sorry, can I unplug your laptop?
As long as you plug it back in again afterwards. Yeah. And we're just getting ready for our family quiz. Oh, okay. David and Emma are going to be the quiz masters. And they seem to have put a lot of effort into it, so I'm interested to hear this. They even said they were going to wear a quiz hat.
Oh,
so I'm intrigued to see what this quiz hat is. Are we doing it all as a family, or are you doing you and Rosiie and then? Okay. Yeah, so we've got 2 teams in this house, and then Richard and Lisa will be a team as well, so we'll have 3 teams all together. So yeah, just getting set up, and then we're going to get started. Loving the dancing.
Oh, I like it. You could pick a bonus round which will earn you double points.
Oh, I need my partner.
Oh, right.
So you'd like to
Going on.
choose
What
one.
do you reckon? You're the...
Rosie, what round do you want as our bonus round?
Yeah. Shall I take it, Tosh?
No, sit down. It's my team.
Right, so we've got
What do you reckon?
general knowledge, television, to the bar, missing link, picture round, anagrams,
Would you want to get
1
back to
question,
music?
5 answers, geography, nature and music.
Geography or general knowledge, I'd say.
How about
But there's no point going for television, because I haven't watched the current programme in the last year.
Do you remember Blue Peter?
What's Blue Peter? Is that the one with the elephant pooing?
Yeah.
what's the longest river in the UK?
Rebecca put the 7.
They put the Avon.
Ooh, could be the 7 actually.
Oh.
Very good.
Yeah. I did listen in geography a bit.
And you said we were crap at geography, Dad. Thanks for that.
Oh, it is.
Yes, it is geography.
The River Severn is 220 miles long and the Thames is 215. Just for...
What about the Avon? How long's that?
I don't know.
Hang on, I'm going to have a look.
No.
Oh, it's short. It's 96.
Yeah, don't keep bringing these things up. Just because you went to Barnard Castle.
Shut up.
Capital of New Zealand.
Wellington.
Auckland. Oh, we're not doing very well at this.
Good job you didn't pick out Andrew's bonus round then.
Yeah.
Question 1. Emperor, Humboldt and Gentoo are all types of what?
Do you want to know what Mum said?
Yeah.
Butterfly.
But we didn't write that down.
We didn't write that down. We wrote penguin.
What did you write down?
Penguin.
Yeah.
Question 2. Which book is Douglas Adams most famous for?
I think we should all text our scores to David and then they can reveal it in reverse order.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah, do that.
Go on then.
Go on then.
I did.
Don't send it to the coal nitwits.
No, send it to you.
Because I know some people might do that.
Okay, in that case, I'll send Jenny.
Yeah.
In third place, drum roll please. It's Jenny, Dad and Mum.
No, it's just Jenny, just Jenny.
Told you we were losers.
Don't say how many marks we got. We don't want to know.
Yes.
Yeah, how many did they get?
No.
Oh, we've got 35.
No, we don't need it. We need to know that.
And in second place,
Becca.
Rich and Lisa.
40 points.
First place.
It's Rebecca and Rosie.
How did they do that?
How many
With
points?
45 points.
Hopefully not with Google.
No, I think it's because Rosie and Rebecca do a lot of quizzes. You came
On their
first.
phone.
All those Thursday nights at the pub haven't gone to waste.
Good morning. It's Saturday. I do not feel very awake today. I think birthday things wore me out yesterday. But anyway, I've had quite a quiet morning so far. I got up quite late and that was only because my mum woke me up. I think I would have slept longer otherwise. And yeah, I just cannot wake up this morning. I'm really trying to like focus because I want to get some editing done, but my brain just doesn't want to. It just wants to fall back to sleep again, which is slightly frustrating. Yeah, quiz last night was really good. David and Emma did the questions, and yeah, had a few family domestics, but no, it was good fun. We all kind of laughed a lot, and there was a lot of banter. Myself, my mum and my dad lost, which is no surprise because I didn't think we would win. Rebecca managed to win with Rosie, and yeah, it was quite good fun. We said we needed to do it again because yeah, I don't know why we haven't done it before. It's just, I don't know, there's so many things that you can do, like that people are doing at the moment to kind of, you know, get through lockdown and stuff, and I don't know, sometimes you can just feel like you're doing too much, I think. And I don't know, certainly at the beginning of lockdown there were so many like Zoom calls and quizzes and you know, various things like that. And I think people are now kind of getting to the point where they're getting that kind of like Zoom fatigue a little bit. I think some people are saying like they were socialising more now than they did like before lockdown, which isn't a bad thing. Like if that's what works for you, then that's fine. But at the same time, I think you need to not put so much pressure on yourself to be like doing all this social stuff online when you wouldn't necessarily have been doing that, you know, beforehand. But yeah, we did enjoy the quiz, so I think we'd quite like to do something like that again, because it was good fun. So yeah, I am trying to get some more of my weekly vlog edited. We had a power cut earlier this morning though, and I think my computer turned itself off, so I'm just trying to reload it and hope that I haven't lost anything. I've lit a new candle because, well, this is my new one. It's another one of the Primark ones. This one is espresso? Something coffee, I can't remember. Yeah, this one has finished. I can't like get it to burn anymore, so I'm going to see if I can somehow like get the rest of the wax out from here, and also the little like metal disc which has got the remaining wick on it. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do it. I might like get a knife in there and see if that works, because I thought if I can get that out, then this would make quite a good you know, like candle holder for other candles, rather than just throwing it in the bin. So I'm going to try it. I've got nothing to lose if it doesn't work. I was trying to melt the remaining wax with my lighter, but my lighter's run out, so can't do that anymore. So I'm going to see if my dad can fill it, otherwise I'll have to get another one. But yeah, I thought I might as well try, because it's quite a nice little like tea light holder type thing. So I'll see. I'll let you know how I get on with that. Anyway, my computer has loaded up now, so I'm going to try and get on with doing some more of this editing. I need to try and get the weekly vlog up either today or tomorrow. I'm guessing it's probably going to be tomorrow now, but there we go. But yeah, I don't have any plans for the rest of today, so it's just a quiet one. I haven't felt great today. It's just been one of those days where I feel like I need to just start again. I got a bit of editing done this morning, but not as much as I had hoped. Had some lunch, and then I've had quite a long nap because I just felt rubbish. And I've just been watching Frozen because it was on TV. I think that's what I needed, a bit of Disney. Just been feeling really well, as well as feeling like physically unwell. I've just been feeling really frustrated about the whole situation. I don't know, like speaking to a lot of other people who are like clinically vulnerable or shielding and things like that, there's just a lot of frustration and anger about the way we are being treated. Just feel like we're being ignored, forgotten. There's just never any kind of guidance or advice, you know, in any of the briefings or directed at us. It's always like an afterthought. You know, I was watching a briefing the other day and like nothing was mentioned, and then one of the questions from the public was about people shielding, and it just felt like, oh, I don't know, it felt like, I can't remember who it was that was doing the briefing, but just felt like they were like, oh yeah, we still know about you, don't worry, but just, you know, you carry on staying at home, not going out, while we just get on with everything else. And it's just not right. I mean, I have felt pretty forgotten the whole time. I've said this before, but I'm in the clinically vulnerable group, but not in the one that kind of qualifies or fits the criteria for shielding. But a lot of people that are in the group that I'm in, especially with like conditions like that I have got, have had to decide to shield anyway because of our health problems and knowing, you know, what illness will do to what this virus could do to us. So yeah, we've had to choose to shield, which is fine. You know, I'm doing it to protect myself and to protect other people. But there's been no guidance at all, especially for the clinically vulnerable group. The only guidance I've ever seen is that you should stay at home where possible, and if you have to go out, practice social distancing, which is sorry, it's reminding me to take my medication. That guidance is no different to what everybody else is being told, yet, you know, we're classed as clinically vulnerable, we're classed as more at risk of getting seriously ill from the virus. So why don't we have any proper guidance for us? And then people who are shielding have had very little, you know, guidance. I know people have had varying amounts. I think some people have had letters, some people have had texts, some people have not had any of that kind of stuff. Some people are getting food parcels, some people haven't been able to get food parcels, some people are getting phone calls from the shielding helpline, some people have had phone calls from their doctors to check up on them, other people have heard nothing. And yeah, I mean, I obviously can't speak for the shielding group because I'm not in it, but I can speak for the clinically vulnerable group, and we have just been pushed to the side throughout the whole thing, with absolutely no support. You know, we're not eligible for any kind of government support. No one's ringing to check how we are. We're not being told what we should do to look after ourselves, so we're having to try and work it out for ourselves with so many different pieces of advice coming from all over the place, and it is just incredibly stressful. And you know, I talk to people in the same sort of community on Twitter and Facebook, and you know, friends and family and people like that, and this is a feeling that's kind of across the board. It's not just me feeling like this. And I think to top it all off today, I don't want to get too political on here. I try not to, but at the same time, I don't want to ignore situations that are important. And yeah, just to top it all off today, I was just scrolling through Twitter and saw that the health secretary had tweeted to say something like, he said something like, "Oh, great news, horse racing is going to be starting again on Monday. Fantastic news for such an incredible sport," or something like that. I mean, obviously I've paraphrased that with different words, but it was something along those lines. And I don't know, I read that tweet and I just thought, I just couldn't get my head around that he's tweeting about horse racing when I've barely seen anything, well, if anything, about the people who are shielding, the people who are clinically vulnerable, people who've died. I don't know, to me it just felt incredibly insensitive and pretty insulting, to be honest. You know, horse racing has taken priority over people's lives, and that was it for me today. I just couldn't cope anymore with that. I turned Twitter off, came in here, went to sleep because I just couldn't do anything anymore. My brain had just stopped. Yeah, I just can't even find the words. Being disabled and chronically ill, you know, I've spent my life being used to the fact that I'm not thought about by wider society, the government, all that kind of thing. I'm kind of bottom of the pile. Well, not just me, you know, the disabled and chronically ill community, we have to fight every day to be listened to have our needs met, to be on some sort of equal footing as healthy people. So I don't know why I'm surprised that things are things are not any different now, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating. So yeah, that's my frustrations today, and I just needed to talk about it because stuff like this shouldn't be swept under the carpet. It shouldn't be hidden away. People shouldn't be afraid to talk about it and to talk about injustice and where things are going wrong. So I'm going to talk about it. I may get flack for it from people, but this is how it is. Good afternoon. Sorry the lighting isn't great in here, but that's just how it is. I have been trying to get some editing done this morning. I'd hoped to get my weekly vlog edited and uploaded, but I didn't manage to get it all done, so I'm going to have to finish off doing that tomorrow. I've just had some lunch and I've got some post that came a couple of days ago that I need to get opened, so I'm going to open it, and then I think there's a couple of things that I want to show you. So yeah, I'm going to open it and then I'll show you what I've got.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I've been feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight
so the first thing that has arrived is another one of the face masks that I ordered. This is one of the Disney ones. I wasn't 100% sure if this was the material that I'd gone for, but I think it must have been, I just can't remember. But it was from an Etsy shop called Town Square Studios. I was going to show you one here. It looks like this. I'll put the link in the description, but this was their little card that they sent. And this is the mask. I don't know how well this is going to show up, but I think if you can see it, it's got lots of different Winnie the Pooh characters and stuff on it. So yeah, I've got another Disney mask. I think I'm waiting for one more.
Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else.
Right, so this next parcel is from a brand called Teak. Is that how you say it? And it's all wrapped really nicely in like this tissue paper. I saw this on, I think it was Brogan Tate's Instagram that she was wearing, and tried to like do a bit of digging to find out where it was from, and it was from this brand, and I just couldn't resist getting one myself. It is a sweatshirt, which, I mean, at the moment when it's like 26 degrees or whatever, is not the best thing to wear, but you know, it's fine. I went for grey, but the best bit about the sweatshirt is it has a rainbow on it, which is obviously very apt at the moment, but it's not just any old rainbow. So if I hold it up here, you should be able to see that it has got on the yellow bit here lots and lots of little yellow Mickeys or Mickey heads. So it's a very subtle piece of Disney clothing, which I really like, and it's all soft inside as well.
That's not red.
No, it's just got little like white bits on it. I went for a medium. I got really confused about the sizing. My mum helped me to measure and we just still got confused. So I went for a medium, which I think is going to be okay by the looks of it. Do you think? Looks about right, doesn't it?
No,
I'm not putting it on now, I can't be bothered. I'll try it on later.
it's not going to be too small.
It's not going to be too small. It's probably going to be a bit oversized, but
Yeah, long sleeves.
yeah, it's going to be Perfect. Oh, I love that. And also, it has come with, is it a sticker? Yeah, it's come with a little rainbow sticker as well, which is the same. Let's see if I can get this to focus. Here we go. So it's got a rainbow Mickey sticker as well, so I'll have to think of somewhere to stick that because it's quite cute. So there we go. I will put a link to this in the description as well. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to it getting colder so I can wear it. Good evening. It's rather late now, but I realised I hadn't come on to finish this vlog. I had quite a nice nap earlier. I don't know, slept for quite a long time and obviously needed the sleep. And I've also had a shower and washed my hair, so I feel nice and clean. I've got new pyjamas on, which are these ones, which were from Primark ages ago. I just haven't worn them yet. It's been a funny old day today and yesterday. I think mainly it's because basically in like the government announcements, they've now announced that people who are shielding or clinically vulnerable can now go outside for a walk with members of their household, or if they're on their own they can meet someone from another household at like the 2 metre distance. And everyone's just a bit confused because the majority of scientists are saying that it's not a good idea. A lot of like medical doctors, GPs, consultants, various people are saying on Twitter and are saying to people directly that they shouldn't be going out at all, that they should ignore it, and that, you know, shielding should last until at least the 30th of June. And yeah, it just feels like there's no real like scientific basis to it, and in my humble opinion, you know, tomorrow so many rules are being relaxed. You can meet up to 6 people outside. The schools are some of the schools are going back. You know, people are going back to work. Shops are starting to open, and to me that just seems like it's even more like of a I don't know if dangerous. Yeah, dangerous is the right word. It's even more of a dangerous time to go out when there's going to be more people around and it's going to be harder to social distance. I mean, I've been out a couple of times, a couple of times for little walks in my wheelchair, and also to a couple of medical appointments. And that's when like the lockdown was, you know, you could go out once a day for exercise and all that. And even then there was times when it was really quite difficult to keep away from other people. So now I don't understand how it's safe. I mean, Matt Hancock tweeted, he said, now that we've flattened the curve and reduced new infections, the 2.2 million people who have been shielding can safely go outside. And I just don't understand how they can say they can safely go outside when scientists and doctors are saying that it's not safe. And I feel like I would prefer to listen to the scientists and the doctors who have done research and who understand, you know, these conditions and things like that. I mean, obviously it's up to each individual person. I know some people that have been shielding have been going out, you know, like late at night when there's nobody around, or early in the morning, and, you know, that's fine if that's what works for them. But for me, I don't know, I feel like it's too soon. I feel like there's not enough like research or, you know, evidence behind it to make that decision. I follow Liz Carr on Twitter. She was in Silent Witness and is a really great disability advocate and campaigner. And she tweeted this tweet earlier today, which says, First they came for those in care homes, now they're coming for those shielding. If this applies to you, do not listen to a government who see you as disposable collateral damage. If you need to, speak to a doctor who knows you for guidance, but trust yourself, you are valued. And I know I always say that I don't want to get political on here, but it's kind of hard not to in this kind of situation. And it does feel like this is just another step towards herd immunity again. And the people that are going to suffer from that kind of approach are people who are vulnerable, and that includes me. So I think it's important to speak out about stuff that you don't agree with, and also to use your own, initiative. And if you don't feel that something is right, then you don't have to do it. Like, obviously, there's laws and stuff that, are there because people need to follow them. But, with something like this, if you're being told to go, you can go out, if you don't feel it's safe, then you don't have to do it. And yeah, a lot of people don't feel it's safe. So that's my thoughts on the matter. It's all just been a bit stressful today. I don't know, I think it's because the guidance for us has always been so conflicted and just confusing. And although you listen to your own mind and what you believe in and what you understand, it's still really stressful, and it still affects your mental health when you're not being given the right guidance. And so yeah, I've just found it a bit hard today, but I actually find it quite helpful reading things like that from Liz Carr, because it makes me realise that it's not just me that's kind of feeling like this, and there are other people kind of in the same position. So yeah, that helps. Anyway, I'm going to finish the vlog now. I hope you've enjoyed this week's vlog. Apologies if it's been a lot of me chatting on about various guidelines and things, but that's just how life is at the moment. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it. If you'd like to see more from me, please give me a like and subscribe to my channel. Also hit the notification bell, that means you'll get notified every time I upload a video so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment, let me know how you're getting on at the moment, how you're feeling, how you're coping with everything, and also let me know if there's any videos you'd like to see me do. Also come and follow me on social media. I'm mainly on Instagram and Twitter. My links are all in the description bar below, but I will pop I will pop my Instagram and Twitter on the screen as well. So if you want to come over and say hello, please do, because it's always nice. And I will see you in another video very soon. Bye.